You're welcome back to another episode of the Ben Loaded podcast. I'm your host, Chris Garrison. Alongside with me, I got Jesse, or wherever you guys are going to be looking on the
Well, on my
screen.
screen, it's this way
Well,
for
on
you.
my
I
screen,
don't know.
it's
Yeah,
that
there
way.
you
But
go.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It's me though, Jesse. What's good?
And this week, we got back the homie, the longtime homie. You might have remembered him from our episode at UFT when he was with Claron. It was Moy and Mon. Now it's just Moy. It's
Mon.
just, it's just
No,
Mon.
come on, come on.
It's just
Yeah.
Mon. We got Ramon. What's up, Ramon?
What's going on, guys?
What's
Yo,
good? What's good? How
you're
did you
on
not get that? Mon's literally like the second half of his name.
Ramon. Yeah, that, see,
Yeah.
I'm a bad friend. I'm a bad friend.
Facts.
But you're on the special
a
episode
bad friend.
because
A bad friend is still a friend.
I don't know about that.
That'll definitely start some fights for some
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Some people
But
hate
you're on the
this.
special episode because this is our first actual video call episode that we're gonna be posting on YouTube. So
oh, real shit.
yeah.
Oh, wait. I'm
But we
gonna.
didn't. No. You good?
That's
You good?
cool, man. You can let a
You're good.
couple go.
Yeah.
Well, that was the same thing last time. I swear, and I was like, oh, like.
No, you good. You can cuss
Yeah, you
cuss
should.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
But to start this off, just like every other or the past 3 episodes we've done, I want to start off by asking how's your quarantine been, Ramon? What have you been doing? Like what's it been like for you?
Excuse me. To be honest with you, yo, I was probably one of the people that like probably needed the quarantine. I'm not saying like the whole COVID thing was like really is okay. I mean, it's terrible, but it was just like, bro, at work I was working like bro, like 60 like 70 hours like every week.
Damn.
Jeez.
It's like I wasn't bro, like I didn't care. Like, I was still working and stuff like that, but it was just like because of COVID, it lessened, and like I actually got temporarily laid off at my work, so now I have a lot of free time. I had a lot of stuff on the side that I wanted to do, but never had the time to do just because I was like super busy. But because of COVID, like I was able to do them. One thing is like I started getting back into running again. Like I think the first couple weeks I was just at home. I think when the last couple weeks everyone was like throwing this like challenges like on Instagram, the Instagram challenges.
Oh yeah, the fitness challenges, yeah.
Exactly. So I think a couple of my friends like put me onto that, and when I was doing that, bro, it made me realize how unfit I was compared to like like a couple of like literally maybe a year or two ago, right?
Oh, trust me, I feel that.
So that like made me motivate to like get back into like running and like get back into shape and stuff. And because I had a lot of time because like I was like staying home, like I was able to make that happen, So yes, the pandemic is like terrible for everyone, but I feel like in that whole like I guess that negativity, there's like some positives that came out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure, man, for sure.
I feel like on that point of not being as physically fit as we were like 2 years ago, like 3 years ago, I actually felt that too, because like I went through my Instagram photos and I went through like old photos of like all of us together and stuff like that, and I'd see pictures of us being like hella like fit, just like outside. We'd always just be biking. If we're not biking, we're all just playing like frisbee. We're out like at a park or something like that, right? I remember the day we went to Center Island together. We had that barbecue.
Yeah.
Just all of us. We played football. Remember that? Yeah. And it's just like now that we have that free time, we technically don't have that free time to go out and kind of, unless we're being isolated ourselves, right? Like for example, I mentioned to Jesse like I think on like our first recent episode, I'm like I want to go to like a calisthenics park to work out. but
Yeah.
you can't go to a park, and you can't like you wouldn't want to work out on the equipment that's there, right? Because like
You never know
just
who
People-
be
you don't
touching
know
it up
who's
and
been on
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
you got to do your makeshift like at home workout routines. Like you have your treadmill, and I know I see you running all the time on Snapchat.
Man, I
So
wish I
that's
had a
good.
treadmill, man. Just for
Yeah.
like days like today where it's so cold, you don't want to go outside.
Yeah. Like these
Yeah.
days are tricky. Like it was
Yeah.
snowing in
So-
Richmond Hill. Like
Yo,
packed.
like last week, the weather was beautiful. Like it
It
was
was gorgeous.
sunny. Like I was like saying, oh man, like I think at one point I was running with just like it's like a skinny like tank top, like a running tank top, right? And then I think it was so yesterday was my rest day. So like the other day, it was a little colder, and I went out for a run, and so sometimes when I go for a run and it's cold and I'm breathing in cold air, like my throat gets like after the run, my throat gets a little itchy, right?
Same.
And yo, like when I stopped running, I was like I don't know, I was still like a block away from my house, and like I had to like walk, right? The whole walk, I was like, bro, I was like, trying to hold in my cough because like because like people were like there wasn't a lot of people like no one was like right beside me or like across like some people were like on their balconies in their houses and shit, right? And I had to like I had to hold in my cough because I don't want to like walk into it, you know, like
Yeah.
bro, I was so self-conscious about that. It was like, bro, it was so weird because I was like before this whole pandemic, bro, like I would have coughed like.
Yeah, just
No
cough it
problem.
out, man. There's nothing to worry
Yeah.
about back then. But now it's like if you cough, you're like a demon. They're just like, yo, just be gone from this neighborhood.
Yeah.
I wonder
Yeah.
how this is gonna look like when we're gonna get like vaccines when this is all over. We go back on if we're taking transit, and like
Or,
even though
like,
everyone knows
yeah.
that they're safe, like someone just someone just does one of those. If everyone's just gonna be
Yeah.
like, yo, what's wrong with this guy?
It's
Bro?
gonna be one of those where someone coughs and then suddenly everyone's just gonna move away from them.
Yeah,
You
it's like,
know?
yo, it's like I know we
Yeah.
got the vaccine, but this guy got COVID
You
20.
gonna clear out the subway car.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I feel that though. The other day I went for a run, and it was the same thing. It was warm, like literally the day before that. I'm trying to go run runs like every day, almost. And then I did a back-to-back run, so I knew I was gonna be tired, and it was a little colder. And as soon as I got back to in front of my house, I couldn't stop coughing, and this I had to let it out because it was really burning. Because it was really cold. Like I don't do cold weather runs. And then as soon as a neighbor peeked out the window, and I just closed my mouth and started crying. I just held it in, bro. I was like, that's it. I gotta go inside.
right. Like yo, actually, like what? Now to think about, okay, so what things, or I guess things that the when before the whole pandemic happened that we used to do like normally, but in now and like maybe like afterwards, like what will be the things that like it won't be the same, you know? Like coughing, like, as you said, like coughing, like even though like the pandemic was like lifted and all that, like what, like if someone coughs again in a subway car or wherever like that, like everyone's gonna be like, what the hell, like yo, like dude,
Yeah,
like
it's like some PTSD.
yeah, exactly. It's like, yo, what do you think are some of the stuff that's gonna be like that?
Well,
like, I know one, bro, is like spitting. Like when I go for a run, I used to like I'll just I used to kind of like spit. Like I wasn't like an asshole about it, like, but I used to like spit like whatever on
Yeah, because you get like that kind of cotton mouthy feeling. Sometimes you have to spit it out just to clear your like mouth. Yeah.
Exactly. But then I feel like, well, now I can't, like I don't want to do it just because if someone sees me, like, oh, like someone could easily like rip on me for like being
Like
inconsiderate or like
yeah.
Exactly. So what do you guys think of like other stuff that's like that?
Well, this is one that's like super underrated. You might not even like think of, but like, you know, like when you're in public, say for example downtown, like the path or in like subway station, you know, there's like an automatic door that like, so you don't have to like pull it open. It's like that, like the accessible doors. I feel like instead of reaching and touching a door to open it, everyone's just gonna wait, like hit a button and wait for the thing to open. It'll just cause traffic jams. Everyone's gonna try to use that door because like, I don't know about you guys, but like right now, one of the things I'm most paranoid about is like touching like door handles, like in like say the bus or public bathroom. because it's just like it already feels kind of dirty as is before this happened. Because you see the crackheads like licking TTC poles and stuff, but now it's just like, yo, you never know what kind of sicknesses might be on there. So I feel like there'll just be like so much traffic near accessible doors now that like any kind of hallway, especially in subway stations and stuff like that, it'll just be packed. Everyone trying to like, go through that door. That's what I think, at least.
Well, this is one thing I mentioned to Jesse just a week ago, was just the death of daps, man. Like when you meet up with a friend, when we eventually like see each other again, like just going like that, like how scared are we gonna be? Like, who's gonna be the first person to initiate the daps?
Me.
And how far are we gonna go, like into the motion until we say, oh, how about we just give like props? Like I'm gonna give you some side props. I'm gonna give you some elbows. Like
so I feel like, at least for the people, like my close friends, like you guys, like I know you guys have been like taking care of like of yourself. Like you guys, I know that you guys are like self-isolated and kind of you've taken the precaution to like for the virus, right? So if I know that you guys like stayed safe during the pandemic, I will have no problem dabbing you guys up and giving you a big ass hug, like no problem at all. But for example, I know there's some people on my Snapchat story that I see, and like, bro, they're meeting, like they're having gatherings and like they meet people, and like I saw one guy, like, bro, he had like a party at his house, and I was like,
a party? Whoa, what's that?
Yeah, bro. Right? No, but like I saw that and I'm like, yeah, you're gonna be one of the people that like, bro, I'm not dabbing. If I see you like at this, I'm not dabbing you up. I'm just gonna say like, I'll give you like a little nod in a wave, and that's it.
Trust.
I think for me, I'm gonna hit him with a like some nasty people back in the day used to do a spit shake, like they spit in their hand, another person spits in their hand, and like they shake.
Like you make a deal or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a little dap of like Purell in my hand. Just lather it up in my hand and just dap someone. Like that's how I'm gonna do it. So that me and you are both in clear of any germs and any virus.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, so I know that I'm like, all right, we're good. But I think that's gonna last like a month.
Another thing, I totally just thought about this. Uber pool. Miss me with that. I don't care how wavy I am on the way home. I'm not. If it's
the Uber
like
XL?
Maybe not Uber XL, but if it's like, you know, those ones, okay, when you're like, say like you're downtown, or you're like somewhere far from your crib, and you got to Uber home, and then like you always compare Uber X to Uber Pool, because sometimes you get an Uber Pool and you might not even get anyone, right? So it could be like, say $45 on Uber X, but then like $28 on Uber Pool. You're like, screw it, I'll risk Uber Pool just as long as they don't talk to me, or I might not even get to anyone. You're blessed. You just saved like however many dollars. But after this, I don't care what it is. Like, I'm not calling an Uber Pool for a while, just in case, because some people out here just don't care. They're just coughing up, touching their face, touching their hands, all that stuff. Miss me with that Uber Pool.
Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna give it like, I wouldn't say a month. I'm gonna give it a year. I'm gonna give it a year before everyone just forgets.
Normalizes.
Yeah, before everyone just forgets. Like,
normalizes. Yeah.
I'll say I wouldn't do it that long. I'd be willing to say just like 4 or 5 months.
Really?
Yeah, people are quick to forget about things if it hasn't like physically affected them, like someone like they know got it or they themselves got it, they won't care. It'll be like a joke for a while, so yo, don't touch me, blah blah blah, and then it'll be fine after like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, I agree with Jesse, but I feel like for like at least a good year, there's always going to be that one like person that's going to be like, oh, don't touch me, oh, don't touch me, or don't come near me. But like,
there's definitely always that person.
But like, there's always going to be that person, I guess.
I don't think we have one of those people in our friend circle though, so we might be blessed.
Yo, even if we do like meet someone just like that, that's when we pull them in and just give them a hug. Just give them a hug.
Just like,
no, don't touch me. No,
assault them with love.
Yeah. Just bring it in. Bring it in. Yeah. So Ramon, one of the big reasons why I wanted to have you on, or we wanted to have you on the podcast, was because
I have tea.
You got some tea.
Oh, word.
Ramon's got some tea. And
chamomile.
some chamomile tea.
Some chamomile tea.
So it's a little bit. It's a little bit timid. It's a little timid kind of tea.
For all you sick people out there.
But it's some tea. All right. Now, I want to ask you how much of this tea are you willing to spill over the internet, but not mention any names? Because we know you for saying some stuff. We had you on that last podcast. You said some things. So what little taste can we get? Like what's some tea we can get that's been going on? No pressure, obviously.
Yeah, well, I do have some tea, but like I feel like the stuff that I know, man, like it can destroy like relationships.
Hey, yo, wait, hold on a minute. See, I had no idea you even had tea to spill. Now you're telling me you know some potentially detrimental info? What is this?
Yeah. So like it's
What if we use like different names? Obviously we won't use those names.
What's the context here? Like, did something happen that I didn't know about?
No. Just like some inside stuff that like whatever that I know.
Tell it to us like a story. Like tell it like a fiction, like a book. Like,
Yo, I know one where it's like y'all know there's two people and it's like and I know they listen to you and I know they listen to your podcast.
Now I want to know.
Right?
Ramon. Nah, don't be saying those things, man. There's gotta be some. There's gotta be some.
Yo, there's one where I probably
Damn. This guy's really evaluating life right now hard.
Yeah, he's like, who am I gonna lose as a friend? Who am I gonna gain as a follower?
That quarantine goss.
Yeah. My question is, how are you getting that? First, before you say it, how are you getting this gossip? Like, is this gossip that's been happening like prior to the like quarantine, or this is something that's been like going on and you're picking it up as like you?
To be honest with you, the particular like someone that I had, it was like I don't know, like I kind of like butted myself in a kind of thing. Like I think I was trying to like play a joke or something, and then like something happened, and then it turned like all serious, and I was like, whoa, hold on, and then I was like, you know what? Let's see how far I can get with this. Let's see how much I can like.
Ramon, you messy bitch. I love it.
Yo, I told so I've recently become single. I don't know if you guys I think most of you guys like know that.
Yeah.
And I told this one person, I'm like, yo, I'm toxic as fuck when I'm single. And I was like that I realized that because like I was just like because like bro, I had like nothing to do. So I was like
you were wilding, bro.
Like, yeah. So I like bro, I like it's like you know like people's story that like you just see like on Snapchat or either on Snapchat or Instagram, and you'll reply, and then you haven't talked to this person in a while. You'll reply, and then you're like you get to know them again, and then you're like oh, and then like oh, you're with this person now. It's oh really? And then like hit up this other person, and it's like. By the way, quarantine is like you get a lot of free time, so like I kind of filled my time doing that.
Yeah, it's just sliding into DMs left and right.
Yeah.
How many?
You would know. Jesse, you would know.
Facts. Okay, I will say this. I don't want to put any names out there, no context, but we have a group chat about with some single friends. Some also who aren't single, but they just, I guess, want to be in on the tea. And this group chat will never be named. The members will never be exposed. That's a wild group chat. Yo, it's a wild group chat.
So then Ramon, how many dates have you set for after the quarantine then?
That was the question I was going to ask. Look at that.
Like
how many dates?
Yeah, how
many girls do you owe a date after this?
Yeah. Like if you're in so many DMs like right now, like Like
We
what?
actually might just be messing him up right now. The girls are gonna listen to this and be like, "Oh, word? I'm not the only girl you're talking to."
It's like, oh, that's crazy. It's like,
He just realized it right now too.
yeah,
Ramon's
he's
like,
realizing it right now.
"Damn."
Well, now you gotta go with it. Now you gotta say it. Gotta tell us.
I don't have any like promised dates just because I never made any promised dates. Um, is one of those things that we're just talking, we're keeping things open. If things work out or whatever, like like things will work out. But
so you're setting up
all,
relationships.
no,
Really?
no,
Word?
no. I
Yeah.
not relationships. I don't think. I don't think I'm ready for that. Just like again. But nah, I definitely have some. I don't have specific dates, but I do know I need to meet people after quarantine.
That's
Word?
fair. That's fair.
It's
That's good.
like I agree. Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like who knows when this ends, but like when it ends, like there's gonna be like people that I'm gonna be visiting, people visiting me.
Yeah, visiting, eh?
Quotations on visiting.
Actually, speaking of, is just like
Visitations.
during quarantine, like because of these conversations that kind of start up, it's like I feel like stringing them along is getting really annoying. I feel like we might have just talked about this. I know we talked about it, Ramon, but like it's just like you start talking to someone and it's like lit at first because it's like, all right, cool, we've been talking for like a couple of weeks now,
Then
it's fun, but like you're not gonna see them. Nothing new is happening. How do you keep talking to them?
Exactly, and bro, like I've paced myself where it's like I don't like like go too strong at first, and then like all of a sudden like bro like 3-4 weeks in you're like you're like looking at each other's phone like what the fuck do I say now kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And it's like and it's like it's getting to the point, at least for me, where it's like I'll hit him up like once like a day, and then like in the morning, then I literally won't look up, like I won't reply to his snaps till like midday or like
late at night when you're in bed.
Afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I feel that. I totally feel that. It's like you only talk about so much. And I feel like, at least with me, Snapchat's really helping because at least it's like you can snap what you're doing once a day and then kind of throw your phone aside. And the only thing keeping those relationships alive, basically, like other than snap streaks, is the fact that you guys could kind of see each other. But over text, like I'm not texting anyone back for the most part. Like, cause I'm not really using my phone now.
Same. Exactly. Yeah.
It's just hard to stay focused on a conversation when you don't see them and you know you're not going to see them for a while. It's just impossible.
Yeah, it's called pacing, man. Bro, this is like running, bro.
That's pacing.
If you're running 21K, you're not gonna fucking sprint at the first 1K. You know, like you have to.
Oh, that's gonna be me. That's gotta be me.
Yeah.
That's a gem right there. That is a gem.
That's called pacing, ladies and gentlemen. It's pacing. It's pacing. You gotta pace it right. Know when to fold them. Know when to. I forgot the lines.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. Anyways,
know when to walk away. Know when to run, baby.
Yeah. Speaking of walking and running, there was a lot of that happening in this past UFC fight. UFC 249 actually happened. For all you male listeners and some female listeners who watch UFC.
Yeah.
Honestly, right now I think anyone's watching just because it's sports.
Yeah. They actually held the event. No audience, but they're all fighters were apparently like checked.
That's it.
They're cleared. Yeah, they were all cleared.
Actually, not one fighter came back positive. Jacare Souza. I don't know if he was on this card or he's another fight later on in the week, but Jacare, I don't know if his first name is, whatever. Jacare Souza tested positive COVID-19. That fight's canceled. I'm not sure if it was on the past card that was like an X'd out, but they have 2 more fight events coming, I think this week or next week. And yeah, either way, he's out, which is crazy because I mean, it worked. They found a guy. Because imagine if they didn't test him.
See, this is my question. Yeah. I'm just like, imagine this event like it went through, right? went through it as successfully as they thought it would. But they find out
Afterwards.
afterwards, like 40% of the people that were there caught COVID-19. Like,
It'd be higher
like,
than that, man.
yeah, like how does that affect UFC? How does that affect sports in general? Like for leagues that want to follow that and say, hey, we're gonna start opening up like our leagues, but not having audiences there. We're gonna do that, but then find out, 40% of the people that were there and it wasn't even an audience caught it when they were all being tested. Like,
so I've actually had this conversation with a couple of like staff members. So my second job is I work at the college as a coach. If most of you guys know that.
Seneca State, shout out.
Yes, sir. And so we actually had the conversation where when like things open up and stuff like that, and it's scary because you really don't know if that happens at like that level, then literally everything will just be held back. Like now, no one will like open anything until everyone's like 100% for sure that like it's like done. Not done, but like it's you know what I'm saying. Like that would set up reopening everything like back. Like it'll just bring everything. It's like it'll bring everything back to square one.
Yeah.
Right in the beginning of the whole pandemic again, right?
Yeah, because all it takes is one person to get test positive, and then that's it. Everyone's like, all right, that's it. We got to shut everything back down again.
Hey, man, Rudy Gobert, one NBA player, shut down the entire NBA league, shut down pretty much every league that week. So imagine 40% of the fighters just being like tested positive and just like, oh.
Well, the thing is, it's more than just the fighters, right? Because then you got your fighters, you got your coaches. You have like UFC staff, like say example, like doctors, cut guys, and they're all touching each other. They're really treating like blood wounds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if for whatever reason somehow they cross contaminate, like you're just like infecting hella people.
Yeah. See, the reason why I feel that's more of a serious case over than like the WWE, because like you see the WWE, they've been continuing to do their own like sports entertainment stuff ever since it's happened, like quarantine has happened. They've been like filming at their training facility, and they have like their certain like wrestlers and stuff like that, and they film their shows Mondays and whenever they do it nowadays. But the reason why I see that different compared to the UFC is that UFC fighters we're getting all of those fighters from like different places, right?
Yeah.
So they're all coming from different places. We're getting coaches and trainers coming from different places. We're getting staff, judges, everybody from different places. But in the WWE, you have people that literally travel together year round. You have people that pretty much they live together all year round. They're
technically in isolation together.
Exactly. They're technically in isolation. So in my mind, I'm like, I figure like, okay, I guess they allow that only because they're in isolation on their own. Yeah. They're not outside interacting with other people because the only people they interact with are themselves in there.
Well, because they only need each other to train. It's not like they have like other people coming in to spar, like actual fighters, right? So different coach. So, that's a good point.
So I guess like in WWE, what it sounds like it sounds a lot more controlled than in the UFC world, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, then you could also translate that to other sports. I feel like in terms of like all the major pro sports here, baseball would probably be that next sport that could probably open up, because although like the teams are huge, like relatively, like in terms of contact with other people, it's pretty easy to actually isolate them from other athletes. So we might see baseball come back like right on time. Yeah. Not on time, but like soon.
Yeah, because a lot of just like, and we mentioned this before, like teams now are starting to do or are being allowed to do practices, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, they're not fully bringing back sports, but they're like, hey, you guys can get together and you guys can just run practices now, like and in the hopes that when we do bring back this certain, like we bring back NBA, we bring back MLB, NHL back to TV, you guys will be like prepared to kind of play. And yeah.
Well, players have been instructed to stay in shape just because
Yeah.
like it could technically come back anytime.
But-
like they're going to be in shape
but-
anyways. It's
yeah.
not like they're going to be lacking, right? Like,
Yeah.
You're so bored, you're going to have to train.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come on, like
yeah,
you got these young guys, especially in the NBA. You got these young guys that are just breaking into the scene that were just gunning for that rookie of the year award, like MVP. And they're gonna continue to keep like training even under these circumstances, no matter what. Like
Yeah,
I saw
they
videos
don't
of
want it.
like I don't know if it was Russell Westbrook at Kevin Hart's place. He was training with Kevin Hart.
yeah.
And like
Oh yeah,
there was
yeah.
videos of them in the sand.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
they're doing like motions in like the sand, like stamina work, like just leg work and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, it's
they're
endurance
definitely
work.
like
Yeah.
they're definitely
Well, yeah,
you
gotta
gotta
keep
keep in
at it,
shape.
right? Because just because like there's a pause doesn't mean your job is over, right? Like they're the
Yeah.
kind of like being a professional athlete. I feel like Ramon, you could attest to this too because you're a runner. Just because you're out of season doesn't mean your job's over. Like you're technically an athlete 24/7. So even if you're not in season, you're working all the time so that you're ready for whenever you have to get back in action.
Yeah. So once you get at a certain level, you literally get into like a schedule, like a whole year of like schedule, and usually like yes, you'll have like a break in that whole year, but like I know for runners for a fact that they probably take like honestly no more than like 2-3 weeks of break all year.
Yeah. Because with runners, it's not like you need like technically weather, I guess, to be on your side because you have indoor season and outdoor season, right?
Yeah.
So like you got to be ready all the. I know all my friends from back when I was in university, like we wanted to always go out and like party and stuff like that, but like it was the track guys. As much as they actually partied, they were always still training. So like they had to be really picky on when they could go out or how hard they could go.
Yeah, and that's bro, like that's what it is. Like if those are, as you said, like bro, university athletes, bro, imagine the pros. Like they,
yeah, like
I know some of them, bro, like they train like twice a day. Like,
oh yeah, I was like 2 days, 3 days are totally normal, right? Like it's just like your off season is like your time off is literally just training days. And like I like luckily because I was in kin, right? So I looked over a bunch of like training programs for pro athletes just like for schoolwork. And it's like the yearly like periodization or whatever is just like it's insane, like the way they ramp it up and down depending on like their future like scheduled like meets and stuff like that.
Exactly. So everything is scheduled on like whichever race or whichever competition they want to like be at their like top fitness like level ladder. Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like it then becomes like the schedule becomes like a 1 year schedule, and like bro, that 1 year finishes, repeat. 1 year finishes, repeat. But like that's literally all of the athletes, bro. Like they all like all season long, they're all trying to play a spot for the playoffs, right? Then once playoffs hit, like playoffs should be the time when they're like at their peak level. Right? So that's just like how it is. Like they're and bro, like they have like once you like if you're a professional athlete, bro, you have money to like to get a trainer to get a facility, something like that. And if you yourself aren't paying for it, the team is paying for it, you know?
Yeah, so there's almost no excuse to be out of shape just because you're out of season.
All right, if I can, so I have to go. I have to grab something.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah. But Jesse, I know you have like a few more things you can pick up. As I go, can I leave you to this?
Yes, you can. We'll keep
the show going. Can I leave you to this? Well, it'll be a one-on-one with Ramon. Ramon, it was great having you. Sorry, I couldn't talk for too long. Even though we're in quarantine, apparently I still find a way to be busy throughout all of this.
Life goes on.
That's good. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, it was great talking to you, and I hope to see you soon after this, man.
For sure, man. For sure, man. I know Kevin is doing something in his backyard, so
We gotta do something. We gotta do something.
Oh
Oh
no!
snap! That's not on us.
I've still got my housewarming too, so
Yes, for sure.
Bro, I live down the road from you now, so you have no excuse.
No, I just gotta walk down because you just live down next to me now.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys to it. Take care.
Sure.
All right, we'll see you, brother.
You
Take
too.
care.
Stay safe.
And then there were two. Let's wild out, bro.
Oh yeah.
Actually, so speaking of, I didn't know you moved out. I heard you guys talking about it while I was setting up, but I wasn't around. So you have your own place now, or?
Yeah, dude. I just got a basement at you know Rustic. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna tell everyone where I live now, but like it's near Jez. It's near
Chris. Okay, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
so you're still in the area, basically.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Around where
anything,
a high school kind of was. I'm trying to like picture it.
Yeah. It's literally like 2 minutes from Sean.
That's nice. What is it, like, what, bedroom, kitchen, living room, or it's just like a bedroom suite type thing?
Whole basement.
Oh, that's fire.
It's big. I got a pretty good deal on it. So
yeah. I mean, if I'm trying to picture the area, there's some pretty nice houses out there. So if you have a basement unit, it's bigger than some downtown condos.
It's bigger than I guess like the whole width and stuff like that. It's like, bro, like it's bigger than like some houses. It's just like it's one floor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm living pretty comfortably right now. It does get lonely though. It does get lonely sometimes.
Yeah, everyone tells me that when they move out, it's like, and especially if they're by themselves and no roommate, they're always like, it gets kind of lonely. But I feel like I need that. Like, I love being by myself. Like, even though I'm in isolation right now at home, I've been in my room basically the entire time, and I love it.
Yeah. So that's what's really like good about me, because like if you don't know how to deal with that, then it's like it'll slowly it'll eat up your mind. Don't get me wrong, but it's almost like it takes a certain type of maturity that you need to kind of like deal with that, right? Like, yes, it does get lonely, but like, bro, like it is what it is. Like, you have a roof over your head, you're living.
Can't
like, what more
complain.
can you ask for?
Exactly. I mean, you got to get to that point of independence, anyways, right?
Yeah. Man, so actually I remember telling this to like one of my a really close friend of mine. Is like, one of my like deepest fears is like, bro, eating alone at a desk or like at a dining or like at a table, you know?
Really?
Yeah, like that was like one of my biggest fears in life. And then like I've done it like a couple times now, and like honestly, like living alone doesn't really bother me until like I'm eating dinner like by myself. That's why, bro. Like it's really whack, but like it's
no, not at all.
You're Filipino, like you probably like your parents and your brothers, bro, like someone's there to eat with you, and like even though like maybe sometimes like you'll eat by yourself, but like you're not really by yourself.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, because for me, like at home, like we don't really eat dinner together because like we all have different schedules, right? Especially me, because I'm in I was in university and I worked downtown. So whenever I come home, I would never be home around dinner time, right? So if I was, I would kind of just go straight to my room or straight to the shower, and I would just miss dinner. So like I've actually been very used to eating by myself since high school, just because of that schedule difference. Because even after school, we'd be training and stuff, right? So I got used to eating by myself. But I was actually talking to someone else, or a couple other people. And Nigel, you know Nigel, the podcast knows Nigel. He always sends me a snap at work because he works late and he's eating by himself. He's like, yo, I hate eating by myself. And I was like, I get it, because he eats dinner. Yeah, so you're like another person who tells me this. I'm like, I guess it's a thing, but like me personally, I'm just so used to it, I can't imagine.
Yo, there's actually one time, so over the winter time, I was snow plowing, and I had to like stay out overnight. Bro, I had to eat dinner like in the car, like by myself. And usually I'm the type of guy, bro. I love eating in the car by myself. Like I just find something so peaceful, like
Peaceful, yeah.
in that. But at that moment, it was like I don't know why, but it was just different. It was like it was maybe because like I've been working like a lot and like bro, like I just got into a routine of like eating like in the truck, like eating dinner in the truck like by myself, right? And then like one day I realized I was like, damn, like I'm eating like alone.
Alone, yeah.
And I was just like, oh man. And um it's weird that way, but again, it takes a certain type of maturity to kind of be like you're alone like now, but like you're alone and then like in the future like you're gonna build up to like to not hopefully not end up in that like situation for very long, right?
Yeah. But I mean, hey, even if you do,
Yeah.
at least you'll be used to it.
yeah,
Nah.
yeah,
But at least in your case, right? At least when this shit's over, it's like you could always just invite a friend over, and be like, "Yo, come eat dinner at my crib. We'll order food," you know? Or like if
yeah.
eventually if you get when you get cuffed again, it's just like your girl could come chill whenever she wants, basically, because you have that privacy, right? So I mean, it's only
Yeah.
temporary that you're chilling by yourself.
Exactly. So that's what I was like thinking. So that's like I guess like the saving grace in my head is just like yeah, it's
Yeah.
just for a time. So
So
yeah.
yeah, but now that you're living like by yourself, like what are like things that are noticeably different that you hate other than eating by yourself? Like
Um.
groceries and shit, or
Oh, bro, I've I've always loved buying groceries. Shout out to Elijah because this man has been um bringing me groceries. So I try not to go try not to go into grocery stores like if I don't have to, right?
yeah,
So I've hit him up like when he's at work and became and can give me a couple of stuff. Shout out to him. Also I didn't mention this earlier, but like someone in my family was tested for COVID.
oh damn,
So
yeah,
yeah, so I was with them like a week beforehand. So then I had to like self isolate and they had to self isolate in the house too. And this man brought them groceries. Like it wasn't like a skinny grocery. It was like bro, like it was like a pretty big grocery. So Elijah, shout out to you. My boy Glenn, shout out to you. My boy Steven, Maz, my homegirl Victoria, like they were like such angels during that time because they were like, bro, they were so supportive and they were like, hey man, like I know my boy Glenn is the manager at a grocery store and bro, like he's been working like double shifts and he put aside that time to like bro come and drop off the groceries for me and like bro and I was like bro like I'm so thankful for you guys because like at that time bro like, I literally couldn't like leave the house like I was
damn,
pure like shut down
like you were
locked
just
up.
shut down. Hey
Yeah.
man, it's times like this that really bring out the best in people, right? So
So I was like super touched, and then uh a couple of my friends like family told me like we have your family like in prayer stuff like that, and I'm like I'm not the most religious person out there, but certainly during at that time I felt blessed.
yeah, hey man, but hey, good for you. You're clear, no COVID. But even then, I mean, if you
Yeah,
did get sick, it's like you'd probably be fine. It's just you gotta be worried about other people around you, right?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, fortunately, I never showed any symptoms, but um, I again asymptomatic.
Yeah, like
Maybe
you
not
just you would never know, right?
exactly, but um, the person that was affected though, they're fine now. So I didn't know this, but you needed like a two negatives afterwards to like be like pure like clear of it, right?
Clear.
And they've
Yeah.
been clear for like at least a month now, and like and then everything's like not normal, but like it's definitely like better.
Yeah, true. Man, that's scary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But hey, speaking of quarantine, to get back a little bit on the messy side, have you been watching those Tory Lanez quarantine radio episodes?
Confession, no, I have not.
Oh wow,
No,
I can't
I
lie.
have
Like
not.
in my head, if there's anyone who's like, yo, they're probably watching right now, on top of some other people we know, I was like, Ramon's probably watched a couple of these.
I've gone, I think, into like one, and to be honest with you, I was just like, I don't know, but I wasn't really like, I was like,
That is whatever. Yeah.
yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Because I can't lie. I watched a few of those. Like, I mean, I guess, but I wouldn't say before they were like too crazy, but like when they were like in the like the 300,000 people like are in there, and I'm like, okay, I gotta see what's going on, and it was just funny. Like, obviously, it's like, yeah, okay, you see like people shaking body out there, but it's like it was just funny. Like, and I've never really watched Instagram Live until I was stuck at home, and they're like, yo, that thing was pretty. It was pretty jokes.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Like, but I'm not sure if he's doing it.
So I also have this thing where I don't really watch people on Instagram Live.
I mean, for the most part, like, there's no reason to really be watching anyone on Instagram Live.
You froze up. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yo.
I froze. We'll get him back in a second. All right, there we go. We're back. My internet dropped. Go figure. Everyone's at home using my Wi-Fi up, so I just turn off like the data on my phone and stuff like that, or my Wi-Fi on my phone, just to like one less thing to worry about. But funny, as like as I was coming back to talk to Ramon on Zoom, I was trying to open up a group, like a chat with Ramon and Cris to like respond, and I ended up opening a message to a girl that I haven't replied to. It wasn't anything like super serious, but damn, man, it's like I hate like when you like. Man, I'm actually kind of a dick for this, I guess, but like I wasn't trying to reply right now because I haven't thought of a response, and I opened it up and I know she's gonna see it, so like I had to like think of one on the spot. I just didn't want to do it.
Bro, 100%. I get that, where it's like you're not ready to respond yet, you know, or like you haven't collected your thoughts.
Exactly, I haven't collected my thoughts. Yeah,
we're trying to be classy, bro. COVID made us classy.
Yeah, but nah, I mean, I've always kind of been like this. I'm a terrible texter. Like, anyone will know. Like, I mean, even calling, like, I'm one of those people, like, I barely ever reply. And if I do, it's, like, super late. Just because of who I am as a person. So, like, I mean, hey, at least when I reply, I give, like, a solid response. I don't hit them with, like, a K-bomb or like an LOL.
So what you're saying is you're toxic.
I mean, you know, it's a little bit of toxic. Joking. It's a, you know, misogyny May. Shout to Future.
Oh,
no, I'm joking. Yeah. That's too much. But yeah, no, I mean, you gotta be a little bit annoying sometimes. I guess it gets some people to like you more. Everyone likes a little bit of toxic in their life. I'm sure you're doing well.
I was about to say, you know, like the first time when a girl says like, oh, like, oh, you're so annoying. And it's like, bro, you get like, you know how you get amped?
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah. Oh, you think I'm annoying?
Yeah,
word?
So
yeah, you start rubbing your hands together. You're like, oh, word. Let's get to work now, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. And it's tough because like now, usually, bro, I would have like loved it because then I know like, bro, you're in, right?
Yeah.
But now, like, you hear that and you're like, you know, like you're in, but it's like you gotta wait now.
So that's the thing though, because you're not even 100% sure if you're even in because you have to wait.
Yeah. So it's like you have, as I said earlier, you have to like string them. You have to keep stringing them along, right?
Facts. But I wonder how many people after this, like, they've been flirting with someone for all of quarantine. Then when this is over, they're just like, I was just bored. Sorry, you know.
Oh God. I actually like I was messaging a girl and this was a girl from it was our group chat. She was from Edmonton.
Okay, wow, some range. Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, she actually followed me and she slid.
Oh yeah, I know exactly. Now I know who you're talking about.
So there was one girl from Edmonton and this one girl from Chicago, and I was like,
oh wait a minute, I know the Chicago one. I don't know the Edmonton one.
The Chicago one was like, was a weird experience.
That was wild. I can't lie. Even from the outside looking in, I was like, this is crazy. I can't explain
yeah,
details, so y'all just have to leave that up to your imaginations. But that was interesting.
yeah. So either bro, either you're about to see me in Pornhub or
I mean, it would really be like that.
or
Like people are getting real bold during quarantine. I'm not sure if it's the boredom or loneliness or like because you can't see anyone, you're getting extra horny or something. But people are wilding.
oh dude, like it's like for me at least it got to a point where like I was watching a show and they had like a scene where like they show like the girl's stage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And bro, like seeing that, like bro, like triggered me. And then like I was like in that second, bro, I was ready to go. Like I wanted to like fuck right there and there. But then I was like I was like watching my TV and I was just like
It's like, damn, I gotta relax.
I was like, damn, like
Is in that moment right there, he's about to just change. Here we go again. It's one of those,
go again.
Dude, honestly.
Yeah, but that's what quarantine's done. Like I'm kind of envious. Nah, I'm like envious of people that like or couples that are stuck in quarantine together. Honestly, I don't know. So actually, your question.
Yeah.
Would you rather have been like alone during quarantine or like be like with with someone? Yeah, or like with your girl or a significant other.
See, that's tough because like there's definitely a lot of times where I'm like, I wish there was someone here with me. But there's also like I want to say most of the time I'm like I'm happy and by myself. So I want to say I think it's better when you're alone. Also because like if you're constantly with someone all the time, you get tired of them, right? Like I feel like it's different when you're married because like you've already committed to this person for so long. You might have like kids or like other things to worry about other than just the relationship between you two. But like if it's just me and someone else, and that's basically it.
And like y'all don't have like anything else to do with your lives at that point, right? Like if you guys are stuck together, whew, that would be tough on me. I'd be like.
I mean, how about you? Like, because you're recently single, right? So like, for you, is it like, are you kind of happy that you're single now, or is it just like, is it bad timing to break up, or is it do you wish you were still kind of held down right now?
I don't know how to answer that question because a little bit like of the relationship was like one of the reasons why like we broke up was because I myself didn't see like a future with her.
That happens.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And so it was like in my head it was like so yeah like y'all either just like tell each other like what like how the relationship is like like if this is like how you feel and whatnot or you keep being in a relationship that has a deadline.
Yeah, I definitely feel that.
So like we talked it over and like look like very fortunate that she was also very understanding about it and that she definitely understood where I was coming from and she kind of and she sees it and she also kind of like sees my point of view. So it was like as much as I say it was like a broke-up, like, it was like I can never pronounce this word properly. Mutual.
Mutual.
Like, it was a mutual.
The inner Filipino really jumped out right there, like, bro.
I know, like some words it does. Like sometimes when I say, iron.
Yeah, bro.
But anyways, like luckily, like we kind of like had an understanding with each other, and it was like, to be honest with you, it was a very mature like breakup. So
that sounds like a very mature breakup.
Yeah. So yeah, and then like was it a shitty timing because of the COVID and stuff like that? Like, I really don't know. I really don't know if it was. Yeah, honestly, I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, that was kind of a tough question. Yeah. Wow. But damn. I mean, hey, at least shout out to you guys for having that, nice, respectful little mutual breakup. I mean, at least you have time
Thank you.
alone to like really think about the decision too. So I guess it's kind of helped out.
Yeah. Like, it was actually, I think it was like the first week of like the quarantine that like at first we had like a break. We kind of like had like a break where like, you know what, like let's take a break from each other first, and let's kind of like think this over. And then that week kind of gave me a lot of things to think about and stuff like that. And then that kind of like that, at least for me, it really helped me kind of like decide in my head. And to her, she said like it kind of like it almost, it kind of like braced her for the
For the breakup.
again.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
once you get that break, it's like you kind of know you're getting a breakup.
yeah. I was okay. A lot of I almost said this, like, if that's what you guys want, yeah. She actually she actually like she messaged like all my friends, and like she had like, bro, she was super sincere about the whole thing, and I was like, yo, you're a real one. So, Kat, if you're watching this, you're a real one.
Hey, Kat, hey, shout out to you, girl. I respect the maturity in that. That's really rare because
Yeah,
I feel like at least amongst the younger people, it's kind of like when they break up, like because what you were saying, like if you don't see a future with someone, like it's okay to break up with them. That's a mature thing to do, right? But some people just get so petty about that, and then they want to just, I don't know, just do anything they can to get under like their ex's skin, and it's like just don't do that, you know?
see, that's what I don't get about um past relationships, like people like hating your exes. Like
Yeah,
I never got like the theory behind that, just because, bro, like if you really did date this person and something like that, so that means that, yo, like, you had love with this person, right?
exactly. Yeah,
But then like now, just because it didn't work out, like all of a sudden like that love's gone, bro. Um like I don't talk. I barely talk to like any of my exes. And but it's like, bro, like if I know one of them like kind of was going through like a really rough, like, I guess, patch in her life, and bro, like I actually reached out to her and I was like, hey, um like I don't know, like you're okay or whatever. And bro, like she was like in a borderline, like all I know was like she was like in a really really rough spot in her life.
yeah,
And then now, like that's like behind her. She actually like messaged me and she was like, you know what, like, bro, I have to thank you for like for you checking up on me at that time, just because like at that time, like no one really, um like she had like really no one that was hitting her up and like asking her like how are you, and like how are things with your life, like da 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 da. And bro, and she felt really miserable, and like she said that like yo, like you helped me like actually get through like some of that stuff. And I was like, I'm like, yo, like that's yo, like I'm glad. So,
yeah.
bro, I don't, that's why like I don't know why people can be like, they can talk about their exes. They can talk so much shit about someone that they've shared so much intimacy with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it does feel weird. I can't like for sure. Because you're right. Like if you had love for one person at one time, like you can't really turn your back. I mean, it depends. It depends on how it ended, right? Like that's
That's
one
true.
thing. Like I guess if you got cheated on, like yeah, sure, talk all the shit you want, right? That it is what it is. But also, like I guess after a breakup, it
Yeah,
might
yeah,
seem mature at first, and they go off and like they try to make you feel bad on like social media. That's what people do nowadays. I guess in those cases,
yeah.
animosity is okay, but other than that, it's just be mature about it, right? Like you might need time away to not talk to them for a while, which is fine. And then after that, it's like who says you guys can't be friends again, right? It doesn't have to be like best friends like what you guys were before, because you probably will never be that. But if you want to check up
Exactly,
and say
exactly.
hi, one day, like it's nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So
definitely a big maturity thing.
exactly. Like, then again, like not everyone is at the same mature level as like everyone's mature level is
Very different. Yeah. I mean
So
that
I,
kind of
you know what, I shouldn't be judging too hard, to be honest with you. Like I shouldn't be like, oh, like I myself I don't get it, but I shouldn't be judging like people that kind of go through that.
hey man, everyone handles their things in different ways, right? Sometimes they need to like talk a little bit of shit to make themselves feel better. I'll never get it either, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah,
It is what it is.
it is what it is. Well, anyways, we'll probably.
Actually,
You want to say something?
no, I wasn't.
Oh, true. Okay. Well, I was gonna say because we're just over like an hour and something now. I haven't no timer set up. I forgot to turn it on. But, anyways, I'm gonna end it basically here. But
Oh, damn, all right.
before we go, like Chris always wants to end it on a would you rather. So I'm gonna ask you a would you rather question. So, would you rather? Oh, did I freeze?
A little bit, yeah.
All right, I'll say it over again. So, would you rather be the first person to explore a planet, or be the inventor of a drug that cures a deadly disease?
First person. Oh, the cure disease. The second one.
Yeah,
To
that's
invent
pretty on par
something to
right now.
cure a deadly disease.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty easy. Yeah.
Oh, you'd rather.
I thought it was gonna be like those like really like sickening like would you rather like bro you know those ones.
Yeah, I know those ones. I know. I was trying to look for like a really sick one, but I mean, I couldn't really find one at the time. But hey, it is what it is. Yo, thanks for coming by, hanging out and chatting. We'll do another one in person when this is all over because you're probably one of the best people we have on here to talk
Fact.
to. Yeah. Yo, that's yeah, exactly. Air Daps. Do you have anything you want to promote right now? Anything like YouTube, Twitter, Instagram?
No, not really. Just I just want to let people know if you are going through some stuff for now because I know like how during quarantine like mentally you probably like it's challenging like you everyone has their own demons to fight. I just want to let you guys know that bro like people love you out here, right? I definitely felt the love during my experience with the whole COVID-19 thing. So, bro, I just want to let everyone there know that yo, you're not alone. Hope you stay safe. Hope keep loving yourself. I want to give a shout out again to all my boys that helped me. Glenn, Steven, Maz, uh, Victoria, my homegirl Kelly, all my boys Adrian, Elijah, Kevin, Claire, Kelly, Claron, bro, like everyone that was like super supportive about like just the whole like my whole kind of experience with COVID. So bro, shout out to you guys. Love y'all.
Hey, that's the gang. It's all
And I
love.
love you too, bro.
Hey, love you too, man. Link up soon for sure.
Sir.
Anyways, it's been another episode of the Being Lofton
Yes,
podcast.
sir. Yes,
I'll
sir.
put all of Ramon's social media in our description and stuff like that. Hit him with a follow. Yeah, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Follow at your own risk.
Facts.
Later, homie.